Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Now it's Openda. Openda is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Great vision. Oh, well measured. He is through here. And the pass is intercepted. Into the channel.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Real chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I quite like the look of this boy, Ito, because he's solid, versatile, he's capable of playing in multiple positions in defence, and he's got a lovely passing range with a cracking left foot. So he's well suited to possession football, and his confidence and tech.
He's having a hit! Just off target.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And it's Kagawa. Now it's Kakitani. Kubo. That's been cut out, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. Out towards the flank. And he's had it nicked away. Tagliafico. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
The ball has bounced loose now. Kubo. Now it's Martinez. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Hasebe. Still goalless. That's a good ball out wide. Paredes. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kubo. Oh, this looks sharp.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Paredes. Not the most accurate pass. It's Akura. Now it's Martinez. Now it's DePaul. He's picked his way through. DePaul! Oh, nearly.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Paredes. Nicely shaped ball. Hasebe gets across to intercept that. Kubo.
You have to expect that from everyone.
Can he get onto this? Gets into some space. Looks across and plays it in. Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. Kubo. And this is Kagawa. Messi. Out to the left it goes. Now it's DePaul. And no, he's seen through all of that. Aimed beyond the defence. Kagawa. And he's managed to get free. He's on it. Can he finish? Goal! Japan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Hasebe. It's Akura. And it's Kubo. Hasebe. And Tanaka. And it's Hasebe. It's Akura. And Kubo. Here's Ito. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pass somewhat off target. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Argentina with this to equalise. That is quite remarkable.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Here's Ito. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Martinez receives it in a good position here. It's Akura. Ito. It's Akura. Tanaka. Spread out to the left. De Paul. In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played back in. Shot could be on. Chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ito swings it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Here comes the corner. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kubo with the short one. Gets a good foot in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. He has found the way through. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's fabulous. An instinctive delivery. DePaul. That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kagawa. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. And they're back on the ball again. Over to the left. Now it's DePaul. Well, that has not gone well. Kubo. And it's Tanaka. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's a key interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's played. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A case now of complete control. Knocks it out wide. Kubo. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Lo Celso does well to get it back. Kagawa engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's clever. Tanaka. And the counter is on. Threads one in. He can run onto that. He is through here. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! Kubo! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Japan are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to...
It's Kakitani! No mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and...
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Coming on the field, number 7, Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 39, substitution for Japan. Number 20, Kubo. Coming on the field is number 8, Ono.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for a runner. He's in plenty of space here. Climbs up big! No, he can't turn it in. Taliafico. And Molina. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Alvarez. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's been taken short. And he's there to belt it away. Paredes. Lo Celso. Gonzalez! Well, there's the clearance. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And he skips past his man. No, it's come to nothing. Linton, Rafinha. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's away! Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. In by Martinelli. And the keeper beats it away. Here comes another cross. Oh, the ball has another go! Romero gets it clear. Argentina will be glad to have come away from that scrape unscathed.
Well, how have they gotten away with that? his lady luck out there.
Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. McAllister.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
That is a brilliant interception.
Brazil really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a...
And the shot! Linton. Martinez. Crunching tackle. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely, now then.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that has not gone well.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Pedro. And here's Linton. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Martinelli! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
Tagliafico is fouled. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Linton. Looking for options for movement. Martinelli. Martinelli showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Anthony. Tagliafico spots it and intercepts. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Martinez. Molina. Linton. Now it's Pedro. Now, can they get him away? Picked out brilliantly. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. DePaul. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Marquinhos. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's through, now is he in? And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very...
And the finish! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Romero. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Martinez. Pass somewhat off target. Martinelli. And it's Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafinha.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Face to face with the keeper. There's the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And now he has two. Brazil find a position of real strength now. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! He scored! That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rafinha. Tries to pass it through. Eder Militao makes the interception. So we've reached the hour mark.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 22. Número 9. Entran.
Not the most accurate pass.
Número 13.
That has been slung wide. He is through here. That is a great pick out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Joelinton.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 10. Lo reemplazará. Número 8.
Pings in across. And that has been knocked clear. Martinelli has it out wide and in space. He's had a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Martinelli probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's intervened well there. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Played out towards the right wing. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Serginho. To Anthony. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Anthony. He's shifting through the gears here. We always look the favourite there. Fernandez. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Now, real chance! And that would have won it.
João Pedro is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
realizando un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Paredes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Good running, strong and purposeful. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Great, takes a shot! Eder Militao. Beraldo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Joelinton looking for the run. It's a promising position. Oh, he's been caught napping. Drives it in. Terrific header. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Martinez. Paredes. Molina tries making a foray down the right. He's got away. No way through, so back it comes. And Messi! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. No. And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward, so he's someone to watch.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Great vision. Kakitani! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the... And again! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's a pretty loose pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nicely spread. Looking for a runner. Gets into some space. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
Shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now that looks a decent ball. Driving through, and a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Paredes promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get on the end of this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ah, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Out towards the flank. That's a cute ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Minamino. Oh, some tackle that. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tagliafico. And that has left him in a heap. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That'll be a throw-in. In with the challenge. Tagliafico did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a searching pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Martinez. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Martinez. Bout of passing here, really. He takes a shot. No, he's missed it.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Kubo. He won't be happy with that one. And he's away. Big chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Japan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Ito does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's well spotted. Tagliafico. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. De Paul. And Martinez! Just too much. Fractions.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Kubo tries to pass it through, threads one in. Decent chance! A skipper's goal!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be accepted in the world he lives in, and the timing of his goal won't be lost on him. It's crucial.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the manager...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi. Now it's Martinez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Japan are now luxurious, and he's decided to go for it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Cambio.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that.
And he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Nagatomo. Aimed beyond the defence. Deep cross. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
McAllister distributed tidily. Can he latch on to this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Kakitani. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! It is no contest, it is a landslide. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Endo. Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. No, again, there's no way through. Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Kakatani, and he's onside. He's got away. Real tries a shot. Oh, almost a 6th.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
They get a throw in. Toma. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes aim and crosses. McAllister gets good distance on it. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chance to deliver.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Molina has got himself a free kick.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Japan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now the ball's gone astray. McAllister with the slide tackle there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Foyt. He's picked his way through. And this is Kakitani. Oh, right place, right time.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
That is ended up in no man's land. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he has been fouled there. Foyt. Has a shot! Now it's Lo Celso. Alvarez. Oh, good-looking ball. So that's it. It is all over. Argentina bow out. Defeat sealing their fate. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously...
Haaland! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! Oh, would you believe it? They willed it, and it happened! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And there you have it. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
Boom. What a performance. What a performance. Once that whistle went, there really was no looking back.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Now it's Alvarez. De Paul. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Looking to play it. Haaland! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Applies the finish! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And there you have it. All over in a flash. Wow.
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents with their level of intensity and the high tempo of their play. Sure, the winners took many risks along the way, but they were rewarded very handsomely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a... DePaul! Oh, split-second reaction.
DePaul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's... Chance for a shot! Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just...
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Great ball. It's Lewandowski!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Paredes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's to Paul. Stood up well to him there. He's found a way through to Paul! There was plenty of power on that. And we have our very first corner. Tagliafico, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
He shifted it to the flank. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Romero gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Hazard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Well, that has not gone well. That could spell trouble. DePaul looking to get on the end of this. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
McAllister makes the interception. Looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. It's a pretty loose pass. Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And it's Serginho. Ball's gone out of play. McAllister. Now it's Haaland. Adams is the guilty party there. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland. Oh, he's been caught on it. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. Danger averted for now. Haaland. Oh, important interception. Still goalless. Knocks it into space. Now it's Haaland. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Always onto this. And that pass just didn't quite... Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's big shot, and the shot! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tagliafico. Argentina have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Great vision. Mbappe looking to run onto it. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal. What a throw in. The ball goes in. He rises! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's the pull. Serginho driving forward. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Off the post! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Hazard. Passing nice and neat. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Argentina go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. That gets things going for the second half. And here's Mbappe. And here's Hazard. And this is Lewandowski. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland. Now it's Messi. Now it's to Paul. And this is Messi. Messi is flagged offside. He's not got that quite right. Mbappe. Serginho. Azar. That is good strength. Yamal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Mbappe. And here's Azar. And this is Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Argentina can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Looking tidy in possession here. And this is Messi. Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. He's a sharp little ball. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to belt it away.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 11. Número 15. Número 9. Número 7.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? He chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feel.
And he shoots! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Cambio.
It's Azar! Oh, it's come off the upright. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. No, he is not giving anything away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fernandez. Threads one in. Mbappe gets into some space. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what has happened here? Can he stop it going out? Cross to the back post. And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe is onto this. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Japan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to...
There's the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Wirtz. Now Hausen. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's in on goal. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Argentina may have thrown this away at the death. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Oh, he's missed!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Deep into stoppage time. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They've done it. They have. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Martinez, Alvarez, Molina, Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's been caught. Alvarez! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 19.
Argentina have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. João Pedro. That's gone for a throw-in. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. McAllister cuts out the pass. Messi. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quarter of an hour played. And that's put paid to a promising move. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Figo. He's found a way through. In towards the back stick.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Paredes. Martinez. McAllister. Messi. And it's Molina. João Pedro. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. Chance! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes. Look at the space here. And the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
João Pedro clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Great pressure, plenty of it. Palmer. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone...
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Played into the middle. And it's Palmer. Can he get it through? De Paul. McAllister. Molina. Messi carries the ball down the right. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gabriel. Akanji. That's Rijkaard. Akanji. And it's Dalot. And here's Alvarez. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Messi. No, that's been intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, can he get onto this? He's in plenty of space here. Oh, super ball. Zanetti. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Alvarez. Palmer. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Palmer. No, again, there's no way through. Ambitious ball here. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Zanetti.
1 minute added time.
And Akanji. And it's Dalot. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Argentina leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Argentina carrying a one-goal lead. And he's picked it up out wide. Goes to finish! Oh, he's been... In he goes again! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Japan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Not the most accurate pass.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Rijkaard. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Alvarez looks to get on the end of this.
Argentina really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come...
Shoots! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gets into some space. Just eases him off the ball. Well read, nice interception. Akanji makes the interception. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Alvarez. And the keeper's got it again. Played out towards the right wing. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, he's burst through! Paredes. To Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, that has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Vitinha. Diogo Dalot. Palmer, given the lift of his goal. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Romero gets good distance on it. Just about up to 75 minutes. Spread it left. Tagliafico. Now it's to Paul.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Palmer.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played. De Paul stood up well to him there. And it's Figo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Palmer. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Searching pass he's played there. Taken back almost at once.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's João Pedro. Zanetti could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Passing nice and neat. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.